Hello, everyone. Today, I will introduce you to Albert Einstein, one of the greatest scientists of all time. He was not only the father of the theory of relativity, which laid the foundation for modern physics, but also a symbol of intelligence and creativity. Einstein's life was not only marked by groundbreaking discoveries, but also filled with fascinating stories of love, struggle, and philosophy. Let's explore the inspiring journey of this genius together. Childhood and passion for science. Albert Einstein was born into a middle-class family. His father ran an electrical business, while his mother had a deep love for music. As a child, Einstein was quiet and reserved, often seen as slower than his peers. However, beneath his silence was a mind constantly questioning the world around him. One of Einstein's most significant childhood memories was receiving a compass from his father. He was fascinated by how the needle always pointed in the same direction, even though no visible force was acting upon it. This simple yet profound observation sparked his curiosity about the existence of unseen forces, laying the foundation for his lifelong passion for science and physics. Despite his remarkable intelligence, Einstein disliked the rigid memorization-based education system of his time. He found traditional schooling uninspiring and lacking creativity. Instead of relying solely on textbooks, he spent much of his time independently studying advanced scientific materials and immersing himself in the works of renowned mathematicians and physicists. He particularly enjoyed thought experiments and often pondered complex questions about time, space, and light, concepts that would later shape his groundbreaking theories. Though he was not considered an outstanding student by conventional academic standards, Einstein was a self-taught genius. His relentless curiosity and passion for discovery eventually led him to revolutionize modern physics, opening new frontiers in science. Inventions that transformed science. Albert Einstein is one of the most influential scientists in history, with discoveries that completely changed how humanity understands the universe. Throughout his career, he introduced groundbreaking theories that laid the foundation for modern physics and paved the way for significant technological advancements. Among his most notable contributions are the special and general theories of relativity, as well as crucial developments in quantum mechanics and statistical physics. Special relativity and the equation U equals Benhin. In 1905, in a series of revolutionary papers, Einstein introduced the special theory of relativity, which reshaped our understanding of space, time, and light. One of its key insights was that the speed of light remains constant in all inertial frames of reference, regardless of the motion of the light source or observer. This led to several groundbreaking consequences. Time dilation. When an object moves close to the speed of light, time slows down for it relative to a stationary observer. This effect has been experimentally confirmed and is essential for technologies like GPS. Length contraction. The faster an object moves, the shorter it appears in the direction of motion when observed from a stationary frame. Relativity of simultaneity. Two events that appear simultaneous in one frame of reference may not be simultaneous in another, challenging Newton's classical idea of absolute time. The most famous result of special relativity is the equation U equals Lorentz, which reveals the equivalence of energy A and mass, with first being the speed of light. This discovery proved that mass and energy are interchangeable, forming the basis for nuclear power and atomic weapons. General relativity and the revolution in gravity. Einstein didn't stop there. In 1915, he expanded his ideas into the general theory of relativity, which completely transformed our understanding of gravity. Before Einstein, Newtonian physics described gravity as an invisible force acting between masses. Einstein proposed a radically different idea. Gravity is not a force in the traditional sense, but rather the curvature of spacetime caused by mass. Key insights from general relativity include: spacetime is dynamic. Instead of being a static stage, space and time bend in response to the presence of mass. The greater the mass, the more spacetime curves, creating the effect we perceive as gravity. Planetary orbits explained. Planets do not orbit the Sun because of an unseen pulling force, but because they follow curved paths in the distorted spacetime around the Sun. Light bending in gravity. Light can be bent by strong gravitational fields. a phenomenon confirmed in 1919 when scientists observed starlight being deflected by the sun's gravity during a solar eclipse. General relativity not only refined our understanding of gravity, but also ushered in a new era in astrophysics. It explained the existence of black holes, the expansion of the universe, and predicted gravitational waves, which were finally detected in 2015. However, other contributions to physics. While Einstein is best known for relativity, he also made major contributions to quantum mechanics, particularly in explaining the photoelectric effect. He demonstrated that light behaves not only as a wave, but also as a particle, introducing the concept of photons. This discovery was instrumental in developing quantum physics and earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. The photoelectric effect is now the principle behind solar panels. Einstein also made significant contributions to statistical physics, helping scientists understand molecular motion and predicting the Bose-Einstein condensate, a unique state of matter that appears at extremely low temperatures. Einstein's legacy in science. Einstein's discoveries were not just theoretical, they led to real-world applications that impact daily life. GPS technology. Used in smartphones and global navigation systems, GPS relies on relativity to correct time discrepancies caused by satellite speeds and gravitational differences. Nuclear energy. The development of both nuclear power and atomic bombs is based on Einstein's mass energy equivalence formula, M equals this. Modern astrophysics. Research on black holes, space exploration, and cosmic expansion relies heavily on Einstein's theories. Laser and optical technologies. Einstein's work on photons paved the way for lasers, which are now used in medical procedures, communications, and industrial applications. Although many of Einstein's ideas were initially considered radical, time has proven them to be fundamental to modern science. He not only reshaped humanity's understanding of the universe, but also laid the groundwork for technologies that improve everyday life. Einstein's impact on the world. Albert Einstein was not only a brilliant scientist whose theories revolutionized modern physics, but he also had a profound influence on various aspects of the world, including science, technology, politics, and philosophy. His discoveries opened new frontiers in physics, shaped the future of modern technology, played a role in major historical events of the 20th century, and continue to impact the world today. 1. Impact on science and technology. The birth of nuclear energy. One of Einstein's most significant contributions to the world was laying the foundation for nuclear energy through his famous equation, E equals mc Hertz. This formula demonstrated that mass could be converted into energy and vice versa, revealing the immense potential of nuclear reactions. Based on this principle, scientists developed nuclear fission technology, leading to the establishment of nuclear power plants that now provide a significant source of clean and efficient energy worldwide. Today, nuclear energy plays a crucial role in global electricity production. However, this discovery also had a darker side, as it paved the way for the development of nuclear weapons, one of the most destructive forces ever created by humankind. Einstein and the atomic bomb. Although Einstein did not directly work on the development of the atomic bomb, a letter he co-signed and sent to U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1939 indirectly led to the Manhattan Project, the U.S. research program that developed nuclear weapons during World War II. In the letter, Einstein and physicist Leo Szilard warned that Nazi Germany might be developing an atomic bomb, urging the U.S. government to accelerate its own research. This eventually led to the creation and use of nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945, bringing an end to the war but also causing massive destruction. After the war, Einstein deeply regretted signing that letter and became a strong advocate against nuclear weapons. He actively participated in peace movements and called for nuclear disarmament, believing that such weapons should never be used in war. 3. Contributions to astronomy and space exploration. Einstein's theories not only influenced technology on Earth, but also transformed our understanding of the universe. His general theory of relativity led to groundbreaking discoveries in astrophysics, including black holes. Einstein was the first to propose that gravity could warp space-time so intensely that it could create regions where nothing, not even light, could escape. Gravitational waves. Predicted by Einstein in 1916 but only confirmed in 2015, proving the accuracy of his theory. The expanding universe. His work helped explain that the universe is not static but is continuously expanding, leading to the Big Bang Theory. Today, space missions, searches for extraterrestrial life, and studies on dark matter and dark energy all rely on principles derived from Einstein's work. Influence on philosophy and human thought. Beyond science, Einstein was also a profound thinker with deep insights into philosophy, religion, and ethics. He championed independent thinking and encouraged people to question assumptions rather than blindly accepting them. One of his most famous quotes is, "Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world." Einstein believed that creativity and curiosity were the driving forces behind human progress. He also criticized rigid education systems, emphasizing that learning should focus on critical thinking rather than rote memorization. Regarding religion, Einstein had a unique perspective. He once said, "Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind." His views aligned closely with pantheism, where he saw the universe as governed by laws that humans could understand, rather than controlled by a supernatural being in the traditional sense. Chapter 5. Political and Human Rights Advocacy. Einstein was a vocal advocate for peace, freedom, and human rights. He strongly opposed fascism, racism, and war. When the Nazis came to power, Einstein, a Jewish physicist, was forced to flee Germany. He settled in the US and became a fierce critic of Hitler's regime. He supported the civil rights movement in the US, speaking out against racial discrimination. He openly backed activist W.E.B. Du Bois in the fight for racial equality. Einstein was a proponent of a Jewish homeland in Israel, but warned against expansionism and conflict in the region. He believed that a peaceful world could only be achieved through international cooperation rather than military competition. He even proposed the idea of a world government to manage global conflicts, a concept that remains controversial today. Hammer 6. Einstein's legacy to humanity. Albert Einstein's impact extends far beyond physics. His ideas have shaped the way we think, innovate, and view the world. His discoveries continue to inspire new generations of scientists, and his advocacy for peace and human rights remains relevant in today's world. Even though he passed away in 1955, Einstein's legacy lives on, not just in scientific formulas, but in the spirit of curiosity, creativity, and the pursuit of a better world. Personal life and final years. Albert Einstein was not only known as a great scientist, but also as a man with a colorful life, complex relationships, and a profound philosophy of living. While the world revered him as a genius, his personal life was filled with ups and downs, from family matters and love affairs to his final years dedicated to science and social activism. Marriage and romantic life. Einstein was deeply passionate about science, but this often created difficulties in his personal life, especially in his marriages. He was married twice and had several complicated romantic relationships throughout his lifetime. Marriage to Mileva Maric. In 1903, Einstein married Mileva Maric, one of the few women studying physics at that time. Mileva was not just his wife, but also a classmate and intellectual companion during the early years of his career. However, their marriage was far from happy. Einstein, with his eccentric nature and dedication to science, spent most of his time working, often neglecting his wife's emotions. Meanwhile, Mileva struggled with the responsibilities of motherhood and gradually felt alienated. The couple had two sons, Hans Albert Einstein, who later became a talented engineer, and Eduard Einstein, who suffered from schizophrenia and spent most of his life in a psychiatric institution, something that deeply pained Einstein. After years of tension, Einstein and Mileva separated in 1914 and officially divorced in 1919. As part of the divorce settlement, Einstein promised to give Mileva the entire prize money from his 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics as financial support. Marriage to Elsa Einstein. Immediately after his divorce from Mileva, Einstein married Elsa Einstein, his cousin. Unlike Mileva, Elsa had little interest in science, but she was a devoted wife who took great care of Einstein. They remained together until Elsa's passing in 1936. Aside from his 2 marriages, Einstein was known to have had several extramarital relationships. He frequently wrote letters to multiple women and admitted that he was not a faithful husband, making his love life a subject of much debate. Number 2. Final years in the United States. In the 1930s, as fascism rose in Germany, Einstein realized he could no longer stay in his homeland. As a Jewish man, he became a target of the Nazi regime and was forced to flee the country. In 1933, he emigrated to the United States and accepted a position at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, New Jersey. At Princeton, Einstein continued his scientific research while also becoming increasingly vocal about political and social issues. He spoke out against racism, condemned war, and advocated for nuclear disarmament. Although he had indirectly contributed to the development of the atomic bomb, after World War II, Einstein became one of the most prominent opponents of nuclear weapons. One of his famous quotes about war states, "I do not know with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones." Despite living in the US, Einstein never abandoned his German heritage. In 1952, he was offered the position of the first president of Israel, but declined, believing that he was not suited for politics. Number 3. His final days and legacy. Even in his final years, Einstein never stopped working. He dedicated much of his time to pursuing a grand theory he had long sought, the unified field theory, an attempt to combine all fundamental forces of nature into a single mathematical framework. However, he passed away before completing this work. On April 17, 1955, Einstein suffered an aortic aneurysm and was hospitalized. When doctors suggested surgery, he refused, saying, "I want to go when I want. It is tasteless to prolong life artificially. I have done my share. It is time to go." On the morning of April 18, 1955, Albert Einstein passed away at the age of 76 in Princeton, New Jersey. Even in his final moments, he attempted to write down one last set of equations, demonstrating his undying passion for science. After his death, Dr. Thomas Stoltz Harvey secretly removed Einstein's brain for research, hoping to uncover the secret of his intelligence. Pieces of his brain were later studied for decades, but no definitive evidence was found to suggest that his brain structure was significantly different from that of an average person. Now, number 4. Einstein's image in popular culture. Today, Einstein is not just an icon in science, but also a major figure in popular culture. His distinctive appearance, with wild hair, keen eyes, and a playful smile, has become the image of an eccentric genius. He has been featured in countless books, documentaries, and even cartoons. His quotes are frequently cited in books, lectures, and across social media. One of the most famous photographs of Einstein shows him sticking out his tongue, taken in 1951. This image has become a symbol of humor and free spirit, showcasing a different side of a scientist often serious. Number 5. Conclusion. Albert Einstein was not just a great scientist, but also a strong-willed individual with very human qualities. He left behind an immense legacy, not only in physics, but also in philosophy and social thought. His discoveries continue to influence scientific advancements, while his ideas on peace, education, and creativity continue to inspire millions worldwide. Even though he has passed away, Einstein remains immortal in human memory, a symbol of intelligence, curiosity, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge.